Koziski at first. First pitch from Hogan on the way. Driven, deep right field. This could be trouble. The Hammond is back at the wall. He leaps. It is gone. A two-run bomb from Jose Aquino buys the Cannons some big insurance. They lead it 7-3. That one is high and in. Ball three. Hitters count. Nowhere to put Clayton Bain with the bases loaded. And the tying run at third. Schultz takes a minute. Jose Aquino at second, clapping his hands. 3 balls, 1 strike. Clayton Bain at the plate. Tying run, Mike Brewer's at third. Jose Aquino is at second as the winning run. Schultz delivers with a 3-1. Roped, deep center field, sends right back. It's off the wall. Brewer will score. Here comes Aquino. He will score. It's a Purcellville Cannons win. Clayton Bain with the walk-off double. The Cannons win 8-7, and they mob him at second base. Purcellville in the win column at Fireman's Field.
Oh yeah, baby!
Their first walk-off of the season. Clayton Bain, the hero. Goody looked like he was caught off guard by the off-speed. Wasn't ready for it. Bold. Here's the 2-2. Right back up the middle. It's in the gap. BT Riopel will come home to score. Stanley will turn. It gets by him. Stanley rounding third. Here comes the tying run. Play at the plate. Not in time. Stanley scores. We have a tie game. A 2 RBI double for Jose Gutierrez. And just like that, we have the winning run at second base. How about that at Fireman's Field? Fireworks in the bottom of the ninth. Full count. Avery Short gets the sign. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Avery Short pumping his fist, gets the strikeout. And the Cannons leave the go-ahead run on third base, headed to the bottom of the 10th. Cannons in the Express tied at 8. 1 out for Jacob Stanley. He has had a nice week so far. 1 out. High deep drive! Right field! Ball game over! Jacob Stanley with a bat flip! And the Cannons walk it off! 9-8, the Cannons win it! No doubter for Jacob Stanley, his 3rd home run of the week! And the Cannons win the ball game 9-8. Jacob Stanley taking his time rounding the bases. That was a no-doubter, his 3rd home run of the week, 6th of the season. And the Cannons pick up win number 12. They get him with the Gatorade bucket. Cannons win it 9-8. While Richardson is on deck, he scored the only run for the Cannons after he doubled in the 6th inning with 2 outs and came around to score on a Koziski single. Serrano comes home from the stretch with nobody on. High deep drive, right field. It is way gone. A solo shot for BT Riopel. No doubter. Cannons lead 2-0. Hitters count for Gutierrez. Saying earlier, as the season winds down, Gutierrez with no home runs. He was touted as a big power bat, but has not been able to put one out yet this year. Here's the pitch. High fly ball, deep right field. No broadcaster's jinx there. It's gone. Deep over the right field wall. Gutierrez is first of the summer. Cannons cut into the deficit. It's 3-2. Left-hander ahead in the count, 1-0. Bases loaded. Cannons by 3. Bottom of the 4th. O'Brien stays on the mound. Pitch on the way. Off the end of the bat toward shortstop. Long run for McCarty. He will have no play. An infield single for Andrew Koziski, and everybody moves up 90 feet. The Cannons add another. It is 5-1. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cannons 8, Braves 5. The final home game at Fireman's Field this season. Felix is set. Comes home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cannons win it 8-5. They split the doubleheader against the Stanton Braves, and that'll do it. The home schedule at Fireman's Field in 2019. We'll get back to you with the winning and losing pitcher and the totals right after this. Cannons have to settle for 1 in the inning as we head to the top of the 6th. Purcellville 5, Strasburg 3 on top in this game. Aaron McGeorge now working from the windup to Sonny DeShiera. That one is in the dirt, gets away from BT. DeShiera 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for Strasburg. Cannons will have 7, 8, and 9 in the bottom inning. McGeorge set right over his face with the glove. That one misses low and away. DeShiera second place in the Valley in RBIs with 28, and that second place being 10 RBIs behind Andrew Check, with a pretty comfortable lead for the RBI lead. That one's just a little down, and it's ball 3, so McGeorge being picky with DeShiera here, the first baseman. .30 pitch. That's a fastball, and it gets in there for a strike, makes it 3-1. So McGeorge trying to crawl back in this at-bat. Nobody out. First batter of the top of the 6th. 3-1 is too low. Ball 4, a 5-pitch walk. Sonny DeShiera reaches to lead things off. They have a base runner here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 32, Nick Toney.
So Nick Toney stands in now. He's 1 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a single. He's been stranded twice. Express looking to crawl back, now finding themselves chasing 2 in this ballgame. It's McGeorge having a little trouble with his command as that one misses high and away. One and 0 count. McGeorge now from the stretch with the leg lifts. Brings a fastball on the inside part for a strike. The 1-1 is a breaking ball, gets Toney to lean back at it. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strike, nobody out. Inside curveball, tried to go front door with it, but it's in too far inside for a ball. 2-2. Two count with nobody out. DeShiera at first. That one is yanked way outside. This Valley League live stream is brought to you by Sheets. It's perfect for busy lifestyles, grabbing breakfast, dinner, or late night snack while on the go. Make sure to download the Sheets app. It's built to power your Sheets run. Find your closest Sheets store and add your My Sheets card. Sheets, run and done. Full count pitch. Curveball just misses inside. Good idea from Aaron McGeorge, but just a bit inside. It's 2 walks to lead off the top of the 6th inning, so there's 2 on with no outs.
I don't know why he's throwing a 3-2 curveball. Can't throw strikes. Just throw a fastball. 23.
As BT goes out to talk with him. Express threatening here, top of the 6th. 2 runners on and no outs. Brings up Tyler Johnson, the right fielder, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single.
Tyler Johnson.
The left-hander from Eastern Oklahoma State Junior College. That one is a little bit low for a ball. And the Cannons quickly have a righty throwing in the bullpen. Seeing McGeorge having a little trouble finding the zone. 1-0. That's called a strike. Inside corner. It's a right-hander, lightly tossing. Can't quite make out who it is just yet. 1-1 for McGeorge. It's called a strike. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, nobody out. McGeorge and the Cannons need an out, preferably a ground ball, to try and get 2. Johnson hitting 270 coming into tonight. Here's the pitch. Foul tip straight back to BT, but he couldn't hang on to it, so Johnson stays alive. Looks like warming is the righty from Pensacola State College, Sam Knowlton, the flamethrower. 1-2. Ground ball right back up the middle, and can't get it as McGeorge. It's off his glove. Throw to first is not in time. It was off the heel of his glove, and now the bases are loaded. It didn't have enough speed to get off his wrist and out to second base, so he had to try and make a quick throw to first. Nobody out. Bases loaded for Hunter Blaylock, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out that was an absolute bullet to right center field.
Hunter Blaylock.
We'll wait to get the official scoring here. It was a hit, infield hit for Tyler Johnson, so he's now 2 for 3. So Blaylock with the F8 in the second inning was a long fly ball that had trouble written all over it. Hyde was able to get under it, and he also struck out to end the fourth inning as he takes a ball on the inner part. Brett Fuller signaling for urgency down in the bullpen as McGeorge has walked 2 and now let up an infield single. Bases loaded, no outs for Strasburg. Looking to come back. That one's low and in, ball 2. Cannons lead 5-3. Top of the 6th inning. The tying runs at second, the go-ahead runs at first. 2-0 pitch. Fastball catches the outer part. It's 2-1. Aaron McGeorge playing his first game with the Cannons, making his first appearance with the Cannons. Running into trouble in this relief appearance, trying to hold on to the lead. Shakes off one sign. Now he approves. Here's the 2-1. That one catches the lower outside corner. BT framed it up a bit, so it's 2-2. Cannons desperately need an out here. They've got to force it any bag. 2-2. Ground ball left side. Richardson has it there. Goes to third for 1. Over to second is a little high. It's a double play. But he keeps his foot on the bag. 1 run will score. Nice play by Walt Richardson on the sharply hit ground ball down the line. Went with the backhanded stop. Tagged the base with his glove and threw on to second. But 1 run does score on the double play. It's now 5-4 Cannons. So Tony cut down at third base, and Johnson cut down at second. Blaylock getting down to first on the fielder's choice. So here's Cole Freese, 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Throw over to first. Blaylock is back there in time. Goody holds the tag on him for a little while, now throws back. The top of the order is due up. So if McGeorge can get out of it here, could potentially have a new pitcher for the bullpen to face the top of the order in the 7th. Swing and a miss there. It's 0-1. That is Sam Knowlton, wearing number 31 for the Cannons, warming in the bullpen down the right field line. No balls, 1 strike. 2 away. McGeorge gets his sign. Comes home with the 0-2. It's a front door curveball called strike 2. So it's 0-2. McGeorge finally throwing in the pitches that he wants. 5-4, Purcellville lead against Strasburg. Now he steps off and asks for BT to repeat the sign. Strasburg, the first place team in the North Division, second place team in the league overall. 0-2. High fly ball center field. Morgan Hyde turns back now with a little urgency. He's at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch. At the warning track against the wall. Allowed out from the 9-hole hitter Cole Freese, but it's out number 3, and Strasburg only gets 1 run to show for it. It's a 1-run ball game, 5-4 Purcellville. Strasburg has scored 1 run in the last 3 innings. They just keep staying in this ball game. It's Purcellville Cannons 5, Strasburg Express 4. For Morgan Hyde, Clayton Bain, and Jared Pico. 7, 8, and 9 in the Cannons order. So if they can get somebody on, bring up top of the order, who's been very good. Just the top 3 batters in the Cannons order is 5 for 9 with a couple of doubles and some RBIs. So they've been playing well. Just got to get there. The bottom of the order, on the other hand, is 1 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. So got to try and turn things around here. Morgan Hyde looks at ball one low. Morgan Hyde, out of those bottom three batters, has the only hit. It was an RBI single in the second inning. But since then, he grounded into a double play. Bain has 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, who's on deck, and Pico is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. It's first full inning of work for Trey Fields, who got out of the jam pretty successfully when you think about the circumstances he came into with bases loaded and no outs. He only gave up 1 run and had a double play in there. So Morgan Hyde hitting .280 coming into tonight. Looking to get the Cannons started in the bottom of the 6th. 5-4 ball game for the home team. Off the hands, fouled straight back. It'll be 1-2. 1-2. Morgan Hyde, the righty. A little bit of a crouch stance, leaning over, shoulders over his knees. 1-2 from the side armor. And that's fouled away towards the Strasburg dugout. So Hyde hasn't quite barreled anything up out of play, just weak contact foul. Fields, again out of the College of Charleston. Anytime in Strasburg this summer. 1-2 from Fields. Sharply hit right side. It will stay up for the right fielder, Tyler Johnson. Hit right on the nose for Morgan Hyde, but it's the first out of the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting from Radford University, your second baseman, number 18, Clayton Bain.
This live stream on Facebook is brought to you by Subway. Check out Subway's delicious new club collection, the new Steak Club, the new Southwest Chicken Club, and the American Club. Subway, make it what you want. One out for Clayton Bain, now the 8-hole hitter. It's called a strike. So it's 0-1. Clayton Bain not only having a rough night, kind of having a rough week, filling in for Andrew Kaziski, who will be away early next week in the showcase in North Carolina. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. That one swung on a miss, and he just really cannot hit anything. I've been there as a former player, and it's just the worst feeling in the world when you go up there and you see pitches you want to hit, taking your swings and just really come up with nothing. He's behind in the count 0-2. Pitch from Fields. Low outside, got him looking. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Cannons dugout thought it was a little low, but nonetheless, it is a second out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the first strikeout for Trey Fields, who's kind of a strikeout specialist out of relief. So Jared Pico, batting 9th for the Cannons and playing shortstop, will stand in. 2 away for the lefty. Fouled away to the left side, beyond the grandstand. Thank you for joining me. I'm Joe Skinner, Cannons broadcast intern this summer. If you're one of the 44 of you joining us on Facebook, thank you for welcoming me in on your laptop into your homes. Appreciate it as always. Strasburg and Purcellville here in Fireman's Field. Bringing you some summer baseball, nothing like it, as the 0-1 misses outside. Good crowd here in Fireman's, so if you're watching on Facebook, trying to bring you a little bit of slice of life here in Purcellville on a Friday night. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 away. That one misses way high and away. So Pico ahead in the count here. It's 2-1.
Come on, number 4, you gotta get both of them.
2 balls and 1 strike.
All right.
On deck is Max Crabb.
And we're looking for Philip Judy to please make their way to the front ticket box.
Now Prado is out there talking to his pitcher, Trey Fields. The umpire writing something down in his notebook. So I don't think there was any substitution there, but just noting the visits, making a motion that the Express have 2 visits remaining. Of course, a recent MLB rule added a limited number of mound visits for each team. I believe in the MLB it's 6. 2-1. High fly ball in the infield. Scott lost it. Now it's going into shallow right, and it's over his head. Blaylock overran the baseball. Throw into second is not in time. Jared Pico hustling out of the box. Turned it into a play where the Express had to rush. Zach Scott lost it in the lights, the third baseman. Ortiz ran way out into shallow left field. Blaylock was coming on way too hard from left field and kind of jumped at it and overran it. So even though there's 2 outs, the inning not quite over yet. 2 away, and the top of the order at the plate. Let's see if the Cannons can make something of this. It's officially a double. I guess you can't really say it's an error. The left fielder didn't even touch the ball. Even though it looked like an error, it's officially not an error. Definitely a mental mistake. Can't put mental errors in the scorebook. There we go. ME, mental error, from our official score. We'll make a proposal at the next league meeting to add that. 2 outs, throw back to second on a pickoff is not in time. Trey Fields trying to go with the spin move there. Max Crabb 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and 2 RBIs. Cannons getting a chance to take advantage on that mistake by the left fielder, Hunter Blaylock. Down the right side, it's into the outfield, right down the line, gets by Desharia. Coming in to score, Jared Pico, Max Crabb into second. Back-to-back doubles for the Cannons, and they take advantage. They now lead 6-4.
All your doubles this summer are sponsored by the Purcellville Pub. And of course,
so Max Crabb out at second now has 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. 3 for 4, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. Have a day, Max Crabb at the top of the order. They just take full advantage. The Cannons haven't quite had too many of those chances where the other team really makes a mistake and gives a little bit of life in an inning. It seemed like that inning was going straight to a 1-2-3 frame with a weak fly out and a backwards K, but the Cannons make something of it. They now lead 6-4. We've seen runs in the last 5 innings between these two teams. That one's fouled straight back. Max Crabb making a presence, getting back in the top of the order with a pair of doubles and 3 ribs. So here's Mike Brewer, the 2-hole hitter, is 2 for 3, 2 singles, scored a run, and stole a base. The 0-1 from Fields is called a strike in there. And that right there, that run across, is the first run that Trey Fields has given up since June 26th in his appearance against Front Royal. He's got Brewer behind in the count, 0-2. Looking to finally get out of this inning. Back-to-back doubles for the Cannons, Pico and Crabb. 0-2. Just low below the knees on the fastball. Express have the top of the order due up in the top of the 7th. We are really flying through this ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning, just across the 9 o'clock hour on the East Coast. Playing a quick one at Fireman's. 6-4 ball game. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Mike Brewer chases the high cheese. It's strike 3. But the Cannons take advantage of a mistake in the outfield. They get back-to-back doubles and add some insurance. They lead 6-4.